All right, it's drones by the numbers as this mystery we've been talking about deepens. In terms of the number of drones, 92. They were first spotted over New Jersey, 18th of November, and since then the average has been 92 sightings a night. Now, of course, it's not clear how many of those of the 92 are legit sightings of an actual drone, but either way, it works out to about 2,500 in total. Most of them in Jersey, as we're talking about, but now you have more. We had the one in California at the top of the show, but a lot in New York and Connecticut have also been reported. The FBI told Congress this week they've now received over 3,000 tips from the public about drones. And in terms of timing, almost all of it is coming in, they say, at night, usually between dusk and like 11 p.m., so around 7 hours a night. Those are your drone sightings as it stands by the numbers. Retired Air Force Major General James Poss joining us now. He's the founder and the CEO of ISR Ideas. Welcome, General. You know, everyone's trying to figure out what this is or what it's not. I mean, why don't you think we know more about it at this point?
Well, I think it's because we haven't got the kind of sensors that we need to really figure out what's going on. I mean, right now, our plan seems to be rely on citizens with iPhones to detect these drones, and that's no way to do any type of counter UAS, counter drone defense.
You mean they wouldn't come up on radar? Is that what you mean? They'd be able to evade the radar systems if people were looking, or what do you mean by sensors?
Yeah, so we've got a whole slew of sensors that are very effective at detecting drones. Most of them, granted, are deployed by the Department of Defense. They have very, very high frequency radars that can actually take signatures of drones. You know, they can see the propellers and all that stuff on there. Normal radars, you know, like around airports, really aren't too good at detecting these sizes of drones. The sensors would also come with, you know, electro-optical, you know, video camera, and more importantly, infrared sensors that can see in the dark and can detect heat. Infrared sensors are particularly difficult for a drone to evade. They would also come with a radio frequency sensor that could detect whether the drone was emitting, you know, a data link or anything like that.
You know, it's interesting. More and more people that are in government or the media, like our guy Rich McHugh went out last night. He says he saw the Senator Kim, New Jersey, former Governor Larry Hogan, Maryland. Yeah. He reports seeing them last night beginning around 9:45 p.m. He says, I personally witnessed and videoed what appeared to be dozens of large drones in the sky above my residence. He's like 25 miles outside of D.C. there in Maryland, and I observed the activity, he said, for approximately 45 minutes. So, you know, more and more people are seeing it. There is something to this, right? That's fair to say? Do you think that it's real, or?
Well, yeah, I think there is something to it. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, there's scientifically proven that humans are, you know, bad at, you know, detecting aircraft at night and figuring out what size they are and all that.
Yep.
And a lot of the reportings are, you know, probably double, triple, quadruple reported, but there's definitely something out there. My frustration with this is that there's already a solution for this. All drones that are, you know, flying legally in the United States are supposed to have a beacon that's called remote identification that gives the GPS coordinates of the drone, GPS coordinates of the remote pilot, and broadcast it via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I haven't heard whether anybody has detected remote ID or not, but that was what was supposed to be happening, and clearly it isn't. It's clearly time to deploy advanced sensors to find out what's really going on. Sensors I talked about before.
Right. Now, a lot of it seems to be happening, well, some of it was near the President-elect's golf course, Bedminster, New Jersey, was reported, but a lot of it seems to be near military bases or installations. And Congressman Chris Smith was at a hearing earlier in the week talking about how a Coast Guard commander was you know, reported being followed by these drones. Let's listen to that clip.
Sure. A commanding officer from the Coast Guard who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them. You know, and I said, what's the rules of engagement?
What about that? Says it was Senator Blumenthal, I think, and maybe some others who said, well, we should shoot them down and maybe get some more information.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's difficult to say. I mean, plan A would absolutely be to get more information while they're in the air, using those advanced sensors to do all that. I mean, the problem is these could very well be, you know, hobbyists that are flying completely, well, sort of legally, that have gone up without this remote identification. And, you know, you could be shooting down, you know, a drone that's up flying completely legally.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.